Our introduction invites us into a world where traditional history is questioned. Here, we encounter technologies that seem to leap ahead of their time, defying logical explanation for their existence in antiquity. We begin the countdown with number 10. 10. The Roman Dodecahedra, scattered across the vast territory of the Roman Empire, from England to Hungary, are hundreds of small, mysterious objects known as Roman dodecahedra. These hollow artifacts, made of bronze or stone, feature 12 faces with circular holes of varying diameters and small knobs at each corner. The depth of the mystery lies in the complete silence of historical sources. There is no reference to their function in Roman literature, art, or documents. Numerous theories have been proposed, ranging from knitting tools and surveying instruments to astronomical devices for calculating planting dates, but none are definitive. These dodecahedra symbolize a gap in our understanding of the daily life of an advanced civilization. 9. The Viking Ulfbert's swords. Among thousands of Viking swords, several dozen inscribed with the name plus Ulfber plus T stand out as legendary weapons. The secret lies in their steel, crucible steel of exceptional purity and high carbon content. Such material would not be produced in Europe until the Industrial Revolution. These swords were flexible, strong, and incredibly sharp. The raw material, Wootz steel, was likely imported from modern-day Iran, Afghanistan, or India via Viking trade routes, and then forged into blades by master smiths. The mystery resides in the details of the trade network and the precise forging techniques, which were forgotten after the Viking Age ended. 8. The Antikythera mechanism. Often called the world's first analog computer, this device was recovered from a 2,000-year-old Roman shipwreck off Greece. It consists of at least 30 precisely cut bronze gears housed in a wooden case. Its function has been proven to be that of a complex astronomical calculator. By turning a handle, it could simulate the movements of the sun, moon, and likely planets, predict eclipses, and even track the cycles of the Olympic Games. The greatest puzzle is its isolation. No mechanical device of similar complexity appears in the historical record for over 1,000 years afterward. This mechanism represents a peak of science and engineering in ancient Greece that seems to have vanished abruptly. 7. The stone spheres of Costa Rica. In the jungles of Costa Rica's Diques Delta, hundreds of nearly perfect stone spheres have been discovered. Some measure over 2 meters in diameter and weigh up to 16 tons, crafted by the pre-Columbian Diques culture between 300 and 1500 AD. Their creation using stone tools required years of labor and remarkable geometric skill. Many spheres were moved from their original locations, obscuring their intended purpose and arrangement. Theories include use as astronomical symbols, social status markers, ritual alignments, or territorial boundaries. Pseudoscientific explanations linking them to Atlantis or extraterrestrials are rejected by archaeologists. The true meaning of these silent spheres is likely rooted in the lost cultural beliefs of that society. Number 6. True Damascus steel. The legendary watered steel blades of the Middle East, capable of cutting a falling silk scarf in half and reputed to cleave rock, were made from Indian Wootz ingots using a secret forging process lost around 1750 to 1800. The shimmering damask pattern came from bands of cementite crystals formed through precise cycles of heating, hammering, and controlled cooling, producing a steel that was simultaneously ultra-hard and shatter-resistant. Modern pattern-welded Damascus knives are beautiful but do not match the microstructure or performance of the originals. Metallurgists have come very close to replicating it with nanotubes and trace elements, yet many believe one subtle step of the ancient recipe is still missing. Number 5. Inca Mortalis Masonry. At Machu Picchu, Sacsayhuaman, and Ollantaytambo, gigantic polygonal blocks, some over 100 tons, are fitted together so perfectly that a credit card cannot slide between them, all without a trace of mortar. These walls have survived centuries of violent Andean earthquakes while later Spanish buildings collapsed. The Incas had no iron tools, no wheels, and no draft animals. The leading theory is that masons used harder stone hammers to peck blocks into shape, then repeatedly lowered one stone onto another, marked high spots, lifted it again, ground them down, and repeated the cycle hundreds of times, a process of almost unimaginable patience. The zigzag walls at Sacsayhuaman demonstrate an intuitive grasp of seismic energy dispersion that modern engineers still study. Number 4, the Iron Pillar of Delhi. Standing in the Qutub complex for over 1,600 years, is a 7-meter, 6-ton wrought iron pillar forged during the Gupta Empire, circa 375 to 415 AD, that has barely rusted despite Delhi's heat, monsoon rains and pollution. Modern steel nearby needs constant painting. The secret lies in its unusually high phosphorus content, 1%, and masterful forging that created a microscopic protective layer of miserwhite, an iron hydrogen phosphate compound, just microns thick. Whether Gupta metallurgists deliberately engineered this corrosion resistance or stumbled upon it through centuries of empirical tradition remains debated. Number 3, the Baghdad Battery. Found in 1936 near Baghdad, a 13-centimeter clay jar dating to the Parthian or Sasanian period, 250 BC to AD 650, contains a copper cylinder around an iron rod, sealed with asphalt. Fill it with vinegar or grape juice and it produces 1 to 2 volts, 1800 years before Volta's official battery. Possible uses include electroplating, mild electric shocks in religious rituals, or pain relief. Many mainstream archaeologists insist it was simply a storage jar for scrolls, the asphalt would have been airtight, and the corrosion came from decaying papyrus. No wires or electroplated objects have ever been found with it, leaving it in provocative limbo. Number 2, the Nazca Lines. Across 450 square kilometers of Peruvian desert, the Nazca culture, 500 BC to AD 500, scraped away dark surface pebbles to reveal light sand beneath, creating hundreds of gigantic figures, hummingbirds, spiders, monkeys, whales, and a humanoid nicknamed the Astronaut, plus straight lines up to 50 kilometers long. Most images are only recognizable from the air. The dry, windless climate preserved them perfectly. Leading theories see them as a giant astronomical calendar, sacred walking paths for rituals, or pleas to water and fertility gods. The ancient airport idea remains popular in fringe circles but lacks any supporting evidence. Number 1, the Pyramids of Giza. The Great Pyramid of Khufu, built circa 2580 to 2560 BC with 2.3 million blocks, some weighing 80 tons, was the tallest structure on Earth for 3,800 years. Its sides align to true north within 3.5 arc minutes, the base is level to 2 centimeters, and the sides have a subtle concave curvature visible only from the air. Mainstream archaeology credits a highly organized, well-fed workforce using ramps, sleds, levers, and Nile waterways, yet the exact ramp configuration for the upper third and the placement of the massive granite beams in the king's chamber still spark debate. The complete absence of inscriptions inside, unlike later pyramids, and the star-aligned air shafts add to the aura of mystery. The Giza complex remains the ultimate testament to what a Bronze Age society could achieve when it mobilized every resource toward a single monumental goal. These 10 wonders remind us that human progress is not a straight line. Civilizations can reach astonishing peaks of knowledge and then lose them entirely, forcing later generations to climb the same mountain again, or perhaps discover we still haven't reached the summit our ancestors once stood upon.